Alright, Arena of Solar ranked season's out, and it's time to come up with new builds. In this video, I will be going over 3 builds to choose from, which I feel like are the best on Musa. Let's start with the Evasion builds. Surprisingly, I've been having a decent time with Evasion Musa in AOS. The general vibe is very similar to DR though. You struggle with trading against certain classes, and usually when you get CC'd and put into the floor, you're going to die. Your damage output is good, and honestly the main difference is just in making players miss a bit of damage while trading. The build consists of using a full evasion armor set with full AP accessories to reach 298 AP and 319 DP. For crystals, let's start with the weapons. We're gonna want to use 2 set of Elker, 2 set of corrupted magic crystals. And for Awakening, it's going to be a bit different. Instead of using a double set of Alucus crystals, you're going to want to use 1 and 1 Macalod. This is because this build in particular is going to be actually using 4 Macalods and 4 Hooms. Now for gloves, you're going to want to use 1 Plunder and 1 Macalod. This will complete the 2 set effect of Macalods, and you'll also gain some more attack speed and AP and crit hit. For shoes, you're going to want to go with 2 Macalods again to get the 4 set. And to complete the rest of the build, you're going to want to use 2 Hooms in your helmet and 2 Hooms in your armor piece. Black Spirit Rage earrings are kind of not too relevant this season. They weren't used too much last season either, and not much has really changed, so we're going to try and avoid using them. This is the main build that I'm currently using in the season. It is still early days, but this is I think what I'm going to mainly stick to using for the most part. I do have a second build. Build number 2 is basically identical. You run as much evasion as possible with as much damage. The main difference is that we're gonna get rid of the 4 set effect of Macalod. So we're gonna go back into the weapon and select double Alucus again. Then we'll go to the gloves and we'll get rid of the Macalod and do a double set of Plunder. Now if you feel like you're getting resisted too much this season by certain classes, Zerker in particular is definitely going to be using resistance, so you can do a mixture of 1 plunder and 1 perforation, or even 2 perforations as you wish, but I'm going to run 2 plunders. And for the shoes, you're going to want to get rid of the double Macalod and put 2 sailing in. These are crystals that offer stamina as well as some resistance. You can also choose to run ignore resistance plus stamina as you wish. Not too much of a difference here, it's personal preference really. And that's it, that's the difference between the build 1 and build 2. Now for build 3, we're gonna want to swap to damage reduction like we used to run last season. So let's swap all of the armors to DR now. And next, let's change the crystals. We're not gonna run 4 Whom, we're gonna go back to the max HP ones like this. For the helmet, you're gonna want to choose Providence. These crystals offer a lot of stamina and a bit more HP. Then you're gonna want to change the shoes to either sailing like this or negotiation. Again, personal preference. For the gloves, we're gonna keep them double plunder. And the weapons are all going to be the exact same, just like for almost all 3 of the builds. For add-ons, we're gonna go with this kind of add-on setup. This is my standard setup that I usually always use for all PvP. The main adjustment that I've done recently was to change one of the add-ons to 1 step back and put evasion rate and all accuracy rate debuffs onto it. This is again because I am running hybrid Musa currently, and I'm also running evasion Musa in AOS. I highly recommend to look at these add-ons and adjust them to your own preferences though. And yeah, that's about it for the 3 builds that I've come up with this season. So far Evasion has been working out really well. I don't know why even, because it shouldn't really be working too well, but it does feel like I am tanking a bit more damage compared to last season with Eva. Try it out for yourself. If you go into the rankings of Musa, you'll actually notice if you go through some of them that a lot of them are actually using Evasion and testing it this season. Let's have a look at this one, Evasion, look at that. This one, Evasion. So it looks like it's not just me that's thinking about it. A lot of these Musas that are currently playing are running it. Thanks for watching my friends. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and make sure to check out our streams as we play more Arena of Solar on Musa at twitch.tv/Carl with 2 A's.